This series contains adult language and descriptions of graphic violence. Listener discretion is advised.
Well, guys, stop it.
It's AMSR. For those of you who like styrofoam.
There's no such thing as AMSR.
What is it?
ASMR.
Whatever.
And that's not it. But
I mean, I guess that could be for some people.
yeah, I guess that could be.
Audio, sound. What does that stand for?
It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Oh.
It's a term used to describe a tingling, static-like, or goosebumpsy sensation in response to specific triggering audio or visual stimuli.
See, so that
I thought it was just audio.
Staticky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's video.
But it's somewhat stimulating.
That one isn't.
Not for me.
You know what some people find stimulating? Crunching tin foil or aluminum foil.
Or this
Aluminium foil?
I hate
That's
that
right.
sound as well, but that is
I'll
some
take
people
aluminium.
like that. Some people enjoy it.
All right. Well, let's focus in.
Let's focus in, guys. So we are here again with myself and Jenna and Mark, and this is Death by Southwest, and we have a special Thanksgiving episode for y'all today. And we're going to do a few different things on this episode. Would you guys like to get a breakdown of the schedule for this episode?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would like to.
Jenna's like, no.
Let's know the plan.
I would like to address the y'all because you've been watching
Yeah,
way
I
too
know.
much. What is that show you're watching?
Southern Charm.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Also, Margot used to live in Georgia, and she used to text Michael and I, and
Yeah, y'all.
hey, y'all.
Yeah, all the time.
Michael would answer her back sometimes, y'all.
Yeah, I'd say it. Well,
Well, it was natural for you at that point, I
it
believe.
was completely natural, and sometimes it just is still. And I do find that y'all sometimes feels more natural than you guys, or you all.
You all sounds kind of shitty.
Y'all.
Y'all.
It doesn't have to be like with a southern drawl, like y'all. Anyways, anywho.
Jesus, we haven't even started this one on the rails.
That is so funny, though.
I love it.
that.
You know what my favorite part of what has become
I
my
love
favorite
it.
part of the podcast is when, and I don't know why.
Not our podcast.
No, of Justin Long's podcast. I don't know why they do it or where it came from because I'm a newer listener. But when Justin will say like, I really like lightning bugs, and Christian will be like, so do I. We don't have to both like lightning bugs. They like do this like weird voice whenever they both feel or think the same thing, and I love it. It makes me laugh so much because they just do it real
funny.
quickly in the background and then continue on. There's no like lingering like
And
I
Justin
do.
often brings up either his spouse or his dog.
Yes, Happy.
Yeah.
Or Kate. Yep. I actually today prepared my call-in phone call for them.
Oh.
Yeah, I have it all planned out. Think what I'm going to say because I feel like I have like two different like 6 degrees of Justin Long situations.
Separation.
And then I'm going to also say that, and ultimately, like I knew who he was. I knew he had a podcast. I never listened to it until you told me to. And then I listened to it.
And I am the epitome in this case, not every case, of self-control. Because about 3 months ago, you provided me
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, that's part
with Justin Long's contact info.
Yeah.
And I really love him.
Yeah. No, that's very good self-control. And that's one of the 6 degrees is like, about a year and a half ago, I didn't know you had a podcast, but we have a mutual friend, Dana. I'm not going to say his last name.
Oh, you're staring right at me and I'm all, I do. And I do.
No,
I
that's what I'm going to
understand.
say.
Yeah.
And that, Dana said you were looking for a new producer, obviously. And I was like, oh, I'd love to do that because I'm a fan, but that didn't work out.
That's too bad.
And, the mutual friend and also Kate was on Dana's movie 21. So they're actually the friends. And then also prior to that, I realized today that Joe and Oliver really wanted Justin on the podcast probably 2 years ago. And I reached out several times and it was like, he's too busy. He's on location. He's shooting a movie, blah, blah, blah. And it never happened. And I never listened to the podcast until you talked about it on this podcast. And then I listened to it. And now I love it. It's my comfort podcast, like Southern Charm is my comfort show.
What's that Justin Long movie that you were watching? It was like a pornographic Lifetime movie? Or like vulgar?
Wait, let's
Christmas
make a
with
porn.
the Campbells.
Oh, that's pornographic.
Well, it was just because like
There's a lot of
like,
sexual innuendos.
yeah, like
Oh.
obscenities and stuff, and
Yeah.
it just looked-
Verbally.
verbally.
just-
He's
it
getting ready
presents
to leave
himself.
for work, and I had it on while I was making coffee, and he was like, and the mom says like, take your dick out to the dad, and Mark was like, what?
I was like, what kind of
those
Lifetime
parents
movie
are
is this?
Really hitting it.
Yeah, sexual.
They
Yeah.
had like
Sorry,
a sexual
Justin.
Sunday or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
that's cool.
Justin, I'm going to call you out. You had a terrible like hick accent in there. It just didn't work.
It was. He's not definitely not listening to this, but I do agree. I didn't love
He
his
may one day.
voice. Maybe he will.
I didn't mind it.
It was funny to me a little bit, but
Okay, let's move on and
Yes.
focus in. You
Okay.
guys.
So what I would like, so this is our game plan for this Thanksgiving special. I always forget to check the Wix, our website, deathbysouthwest.com. And we've gotten some lovely emails lately. And you and I were just saying how we wish people would send us letters. And these are like letters. They're not snail mail letters, but it's different than a DM. Like it's like, hi, it's a letter. So I'm going to read a few of those. Then we are going to
I actually meant snail mail letters.
I know you did.
Okay.
And then we're going to do some travel tips. Jenna has some that she has been thinking about. And then we also have some from Zeka and Jane. And then we're going to round it out with a little Thanksgiving trivia and what we're thankful for. Okay, let's jump in. So, I'm not going to read all of these because there's about 25. But
Please don't.
no, I won't. But after I did that solo episode, Remembering Izzy, the episode about Izzy, for some reason, lots of people wrote into the website instead of a DM or a comment or anything. Probably 20 to 25 emails on the website that
Are
I
you
got.
going back that far?
I'm not going to read them.
Well, no, I mean, have you not seen them?
No, I saw them. I saw them
Okay.
at the time. Yeah. And I actually at the time was too sad to respond to most of them, but a lot of them were very, very heartfelt and super, just very kind and thoughtful. But more recently, in the past month and a half, we've gotten 3 emails, and they're like actual long messages. And so I'm not going to say their names because I haven't asked them if I could, so I feel like I shouldn't. So the subject line is "Love It." It says, "Hi, I'm a huge fan of true crime and very new to the whole podcast thing, but I've listened to almost all of your regular episodes. I don't listen to the lookup episodes, but that's just because I'm too impatient to listen to those."
Understandable.
Yeah. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I put a podcast on and I put my phone in my pillow and I listen to you guys as I'm trying to go to sleep.
That doesn't offend me at all.
No, not at all.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. She says, "I'm so interested in your stories and I love the interaction between you both. I have severe depression and severe insomnia. I used to have to leave the TV on since my husband is a light sleeper. That didn't work well, especially when I forgot to set the timer." You can relate to that, Mark. "I can set an episode or 2 to play and basically go to sleep like I'm being told a bedtime story. I think you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate the amount of research you guys do and the way you give respect to the family. I was wondering if you guys consider Tulsa as part of the area you cover. There was a girl murdered in West Tulsa in the mid-90s by her boyfriend, and I believe his dad. If you're interested, I can look and find her name for you to research that case and see if it would fit." Tulsa, Oklahoma is occasionally considered.
I'm open.
Yeah, I'm open too. Plus, we're going to do the guest by Southwest. So
that came from me.
yes, I know.
Oh, he needs.
Wow.
He needs.
I want the recognition.
Yeah, there it is.
So I'll just say that I'll just say her first name. Kim wrote into the website. So Kim, this was back in September. Thank you so much for sending that lovely letter.
Also, I can totally relate. Maybe not so much to the severe depression, but I've been there at one time.
yeah,
And also, I really think that's cool. Like, even if it's not the most lullaby storytelling,
sure.
it can help sleep. Like, it definitely helps me sleep to put a podcast on.
And absolutely. And often I think I can't speak to whether our voices are soothing or annoying, but if somebody finds our voices not annoying, then that could be a soothing way to fall asleep.
I also, for me, I think and this is just me, I don't, unless you're super, to me, annoying voiced,
Right.
It doesn't matter because a podcast, listening to people chitter chatter, if I have any stressful anxiety thoughts,
You're focused on that.
Right.
Yeah.
It takes me out of that.
Absolutely.
Who's
Yeah.
the one from Friends?
Chandler?
No, his like first girlfriend.
Janice. Yeah, I
Janice.
couldn't listen to her podcast.
Chandler.
Yep. Good one.
That was a good call.
No, I feel sad. I have to go away.
Oh no.
Okay, well, here's another message, and this one's interesting. Another email from Kat, which I love that name.
Like our cat?
Yeah, like Kat's name.
With
I
a K or a C?
A C.
Oh.
You sounded disappointed by
Well,
that.
I like a KAT.
Oh.
I like a CAT.
Yeah, I do too. So she said, I just listened to Fatal Facade. I'm sorry, I was about to mispronounce that word. I'm not a Mormon, but I lived there for a long time. So Fatal Facade,
It's obviously in Utah.
it was in Utah.
Salt Lake City.
I'm trying to remember exactly what that murder was. I believe it was,
I wish I had
the murder of Lori Hacking. Her
The
husband.
bookstore woman?
No,
Oh.
that was Shelley Black.
Oh, that was a good
I
one,
think.
too.
That was such a good one.
Sad one, good one.
Lori Hacking, her husband killed her, and I want to say it was
He was the one that was going to the doctorate program?
Yes, all the lies. That's exactly it. Yes, you're 100% correct. So she said, I'm not a Mormon, but I lived there for a long time. And this is from our intro. She said, Jell-O is popular there because LDS families have so many kids. It's a cheap way to feed everyone. That's the first place I ever lived where people put carrots in gelatin. Ew. Gross.
More of a savory Jello.
a savory Jello.
So in that initial, I'm just telling Mark for the listeners, that was just me and Jenna. And in the beginning, I gave some facts, and it was like Jell-O's very popular among the LDS community, but I wasn't exactly sure why. So thank you, Kat, for explaining that.
I guess that does make sense. Just
Totally.
as like
It's very popular in hospitals as well.
yep,
Because it's
cheap.
Yeah, that's
Cheap
right.
dessert.
No, I think it's because it's like very neutral. You can eat
Okay,
it
fine.
and
In
you're
But I also
hospitals,
think
I
it's
think it's
cheap.
both.
Yeah.
Cheap and neutral.
Yeah.
And then LDS communities, if they have a lot of offspring.
Yeah.
Offspring.
Offspring. That was a good band. She also gave us some other interesting facts about Utah and the LDS community. She said some other things that you might find interesting. All households are strongly encouraged to invest in 72-hour emergency food supplies. There's no context to that, but that's
Okay.
interesting.
72-hour emergency food supplies. As in, if there's an emergency, you should have enough food for 72 hours?
Correct.
Is that what it means? Or
Yeah.
you're just...
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's what it means.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Because that'll get you through everything, 72
Unless it
hours.
goes to 4 days.
Yeah, then you're screwed. You're like, oh, shit.
The Great Salt Lake is a major source of brine shrimp.
Well, that makes sense.
It does? I didn't think that shrimp came from a lake. I thought
Well,
it just came from
brine means salty. Shrimp live obviously in the
Salt Lake.
Great Salt
Yeah,
Lake,
okay.
and it's
Yum.
the saltiest
So salty
body
and
of
delicious.
water.
Wow. This is really an interesting one, this next one. Death by firing squad is offered for the death penalty.
In Utah?
Yes. Also in Idaho, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and South Carolina.
Whoa,
Some
I didn't know
say-
they had that.
Some say it's because of the Mormons' blood atonement, but the church denies that connection. So that's insane. I didn't know that death by firing squad was an option anywhere in the United States. That's
Yeah, I didn't know that.
fascinating.
Can
I think
you
it's-
say those states again?
So Utah, obviously, and Idaho, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and South Carolina.
Isn't
Thank
it
you.
Also, I'm not 100% sure about this, but the U.S. military, if you're like, if you get tried for death, like you could potentially get firing squad. But
don't know that.
That might not exist anymore.
That may be
but
a question for the
maybe
lookup.
a question.
For the lookup of this lookup. This is not really a lookup.
It's
This
a
is
triple
just
lookup.
This is just a Thanksgiving special.
It's not very Thanksgiving-y.
Well, we're not there yet. And this is her final fact. She says, when the moratorium on the death penalty from 1972 to 1977, Furman versus Georgia, in the U.S. was lifted, she was giving me an example of it being lifted. So when the moratorium on the death penalty in the U.S. was lifted, Gary Gilmore was the first inmate executed by firing squad in Utah. There's an old Tommy Lee Jones movie called Executioner's Song about that specific case. Wow. A lot of interesting
I'll have to
information.
check that out. I like Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, I do too.
What's your favorite Tommy Lee movie?
What do you think it is? The
The
Fugitive?
Fugitive.
Duh.
Of course. Me too. She closes out by saying, check out the Doug Way sheep deaths of 1968 and Mark Hoffman for more interesting history. Wow. Now I'm curious because these were some great facts. And she said, enjoying your hard work. Thanks, Kat. That was a great letter.
There's also another Tommy Lee Jones movie I like. It's Under Siege with Steven Seagal. It's like a battleship.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I've seen it. I've seen enough of it.
And then we got an email that actually wasn't so nice. I'm not sure I should read it though.
Whoa, let's get hit hard.
Well, that's up to you because you're.
Is it about me?
It's on the Lori hacking episode, so I'm going to read it.
Oh, so no problem for me.
From Robin. She says, you should have left out the bit where you decide to dictate what someone else donates to a cause. You aren't the arbiter of what anyone does with their money. Decide what to do with yours. Oprah didn't have to donate anything, and she did, regardless of what she makes, because Oprah donated 50
right, and
grand.
we said she's worth a
and
billion
we said she could have
million.
donated more.
Yeah, but I bet we kind of spoke. Okay, it's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not offended by that. That's fine. Okay.
I am offended, and I'll take it.
Oprah, spend more money next time.
Okay. We've gotten more emails, but that's
Enough.
That's enough. And then the one review that we just got is titled "Kind of a Waste of Time," unfortunately. And it says, and this is really funny, and Jenna made a good point. It's kind of negative, but she ends on a positive, which we like.
She's sandwiching it.
Yeah, yep.
Well, she's bottom sandwiching.
She is. No, she's
Oh,
top
top?
sandwiching
Okay,
too.
good.
The titles look super interesting, and I was so excited. But honestly, after 25 minutes of I'm not sure what, because I skipped most of it, I wasn't interested anymore. The story itself was like maybe 30 minutes of the hour and a half. They literally said at the 20-minute mark, let's get into it because people hate long intros. But wait, let's talk about a lemon meringue pie for 5 more minutes. Laugh, cry face. But they do pick good stories to talk about, though.
Wait a minute, wasn't I on that? The lemon meringue
Yes,
pie?
that was
Oh.
something that you and me did. I can't remember, but it was us.
That
yeah.
was all you, Marco.
Yeah, remember how she it was the poison food or whatever it was?
Wow, your memory is
And then you
so
made that
weird.
lemon meringue pie, and I'm like, whoa. Oh, it's very delicious, but it's out
I
of
thought
nowhere.
that was actually a funny part now that I
She might have
remember
been
it.
poisoning it. Did you think that for a second?
I mean, I lost like half of my hair, but I
Yeah.
feel like it was a good pie.
Well, thank you for those emails. We really enjoy getting all communications. You can always send us an email at our email, deathbysouthwest@gmail.com, or on our website, deathbysouthwest.com. And when I say by, I mean X. Death X Southwest is what
That's
both of those
important.
are.
Yeah.
It is, because when I was on a podcast today, and he at the end said, the quintessential, like, where can people find you? And I said, Death by Southwest is our handle on all socials.
Oh, I would never know that if I wasn't here on Death by Southwest.
And then I clarified. I
Death
said
X.
it's Death X.
you should just
Southwest.
make that your go-to, and then you can say after Death by.
Yeah, because I had to explain. I said it's a play on South by Southwest, the film festival, and then he said, "Isn't it also a play on the old movie North by Southwest?"
Well, sure.
Sure.
But that actually is North by, right?
Yes, it's
BY.
not X.
So I
No,
would say
the old movie's North by Northwest
North by Northwest.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes,
That's
yes.
correct. Yeah.
with Cary Grant.
but let's not
Right.
confuse people.
Yes.
Everyone get in the habit of Death X Southwest, which is Death by Southwest.
Right. DeathXSouthwest.com, DeathXSouthwest@gmail, and across all socials. So we are going to now move into the travel tips portion.
Oh,
what I
that's
think is-
me.
Yeah, but what I think is funny is actually you and me recorded the other day, and I asked you that, and you said, I need some time to think about it. I'm going to get back to you. And
Yeah.
now she has. However, this episode will come out before the episode where I say that. But now people will know by listening to this, so that's okay.
Well, that will be weird, but whatever. It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
matter.
fine. It's fine. So yeah, I asked Jenna because Mark and I leave for Belize, and
Better believe it.
you better Belize it on Saturday morning.
36 hours.
That's right.
TikTok.
And so I asked Jenna because she's very well traveled, for some travel tips. I also asked our patrons, and I got some suggestions from some of our patrons, but I would like to hear Jenna's tips first because she's put some thought into these.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
excited.
but I started off in which no one's going to hear until after these, right? I
Right.
started
Go
off
ahead.
with
Yeah, say it.
something
Say it.
about don't let your partner get hungry.
Yes, that was the first one, and Mark
Yeah.
took that into.
It's huge.
You took that into consideration. He went and he bought more protein bars.
Well,
for
it's
us to
huge
bring.
for me. I
Yeah.
don't think, I think like everything, it's a spectrum. Like, I don't want to be hungry because, you're bopping about,
Right.
especially on travel days. But even so, like at home, I can have a snack. I can eat a piece of cheese. Even if I have a little fridge in my Airbnb or hotel, like it's just different.
I like to call it a quick stop and snack.
Yep. Okay, great. Stop and snack with your partner. Don't
Okay.
let your partner get
I think
hungry.
that's a really good one.
That's my top one.
Stop for some tapas.
Yep.
Right. But let me say this. That seems easy, right? Stop for some tapas.
Well, it depends on when you're driving, because
And where you are and
Yeah.
what is available, and also decisions.
Right. So have snacks with you as well.
A little peanut bag, something.
Sunflower seeds,
Yep.
a protein bar.
trail mix is always a go-to. It's got
Anything you
sugar
guys
and
could get
salt.
whatever you want, just have snacks is the point.
Okay.
Also, this is not a tip, but it's something I like to do because we collect spare change. So before we go on a trip, we'll turn our spare change into money.
Gosh, I have a lot of spare change in different places. I should start doing that. Where do you guys collect your spare change in?
The thing at the market? The green
No,
machine?
I mean in your house. Where do you keep it?
Oh, just like in a
Oh, like
mason jar type thing?
Oh, you
Oh,
changed
okay.
it like the coin star?
yeah, just
Yeah,
for
yeah.
extra
Yeah, 'cause
cash.
no one's rolling quarters
And then,
anymore.
right, and then we use it
For a little play money. Just fun
at
money.
the airport.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
It's expensive if you sit at the bar.
I have my lottery tickets in my car.
Well, yeah, but you're going to have to exchange those for money.
I'm going to go exchange those tomorrow for money.
At the
My
lottery exchange
scratchers.
for money place.
Right.
Or the just
The
like
Albertsons.
grocery store.
Yeah.
Okay. I always like to bring a scarf on the airplane.
I already have my scarf picked out.
But why do you do that?
Because I just think that A, it keeps you warmer. B, sometimes I get grossed out by everybody breathing the same air, and I can just kind of wrap it around my face.
Yep.
And also I can ball it up and use it as a pillow against the window if I need to.
I put scarf on plane.
Yeah.
Chilly planes and smells.
Yeah, exact. Man, we're on the same wavelength with that one. Yep.
This one is not a tip, but it's something I like to do because it's very small. I like to bring a pillowcase from home
That's really smart,
because it
actually.
smells like my home.
Oh, it's all comforting and shit.
And
And sometimes you never know.
I mean, okay, now this is going to bring me down another thing that I didn't think of. If you stay at a hotel, not everyone needs to, I like to forget about yes, don't get the bed bugs, keep your luggage off the floor, but I never do that. I throw my luggage right on the floor.
Okay.
I like, that top blanket.
Yeah. The coverlet, it's gross.
Get that off.
Yeah.
Get it off.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Download your movies, your podcasts, your music. At least on Spotify, I need to do, because in the air, unless you pay for it.
No Wi-Fi.
Right.
That's a good one.
Am I blowing your guys' minds yet?
No. Yes, but I think these are very important. I mean, you're not going to wear a scarf.
Well, yeah, guys don't.
And
they can.
Mark was like, I can just put all of my bags in the overhead. And I was like, but what are you going to do on the plane? He's like,
It's also short flights.
I'll just sleep and also I
Yeah,
can
Michael
occupy
doesn't do
myself.
anything on a plane.
oh, yeah.
He watches a movie,
Yes.
which may not be available on American.
No, but I'm going to download some on my iPad. Yeah, American.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I used to, when I traveled before, with this trip, I'm not taking my laptop because it's just too
Please
much to
don't.
bring. But I would
Me either.
download movies or whatever and watch them while I was traveling
Yeah,
longer
understood.
distances by myself.
I just mean like even like on Spotify, if you don't download it before, once you get to the air, it's unavailable.
Absolutely. No, that's a very good reminder. You're absolutely right. I have on my little notes of things to do tomorrow, download books.
I know Margot was like, well, what am I going to do? I'm like, you're going to be sitting next to me. We could have a conversation. She's like, I would read my books and watch my movies.
That's fine. Also, you guys can just be quiet. You guys or do whatever you want. It's going to be okay. It's 2 hours and 3 hours.
I like to hassle other passengers. And
Fine.
be like, hey, what's going
Great.
on?
Then you can sit in the middle and do that.
He's already sitting in the middle.
Damn it.
That's right.
Well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the window seat, but I'm also compassionate.
I said you can have the window on the way there, but I want it on the way back.
That's fine. You can look at, like, as we come into Arizona, you're all, wow, I've never seen that
No, it's
shit
more
before.
because I'm going to be so depressed and sad coming home that I can like lean up against the window and not have to deal with anything.
And your tears will be hidden by the condensation on the glass.
There won't be any because
there
it's
you
too
go.
warm here. Easy off shoes.
Oh.
Airport, you have to take off your shoes.
Still?
Yeah, most places you do.
Okay.
And everyone says to me like, "Oh, gross! Don't you want to wear little socks?" I don't care about that.
Well,
You
I
know
don't
what
care
I like?
about that either.
I'm
yeah,
not,
what about your bare feet on that bare floor with everybody
cares?
else's?
I don't care, but
I
many
don't.
people do. So take that into consideration.
Maybe get slip-on sneakers.
Also, for me, I'm not worried about, oh my God, you take too long. But I do like to be swift.
Yeah.
So easy off.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be sandals, but don't get your tie-up boots.
Right. I'm planning to wear my sneakers, and I don't have to untie them to take them on or off. I can just slip them right on and off. I am winning at Jenna's tip list. What are you wearing?
Wow.
I'm wearing cowboy boots, suspenders.
All right, Jenna.
Keep your belt.
Yeah,
Your
always,
jewelry.
Always take your belt off, like, before you even get up there. Get it ready.
I've never worn a belt.
Well, most guys wear belts, so you got to take that shit off before, you know, the whole event happens. I'm so efficient at getting through an airport. I'm like, go all
He's
my
done
shit off.
it a
I'm like,
lot.
right.
We'll see.
And I throw all my shit in the bin,
Yes.
and I pass the thing. You know, some people are like tying their shoes at the end of the line. It's like, just get out of there. Go to the little waiting area
Yeah.
and put all your
No,
shit
Once
back
you're
together.
through,
Yeah.
you could take a
Yeah.
long time. And also, it's not always fun when you get through and because, sometimes someone I know gets through finally
Oh,
after
And then
he's
gets pulled aside.
no, after he's been pulled aside and I'm always waiting there like, mama. And then he gets through and then he has to wire his
adjust and belt. Yeah.
which is fine. It's fine. Okay. So let me try and stay in line here. Well, this is a bit different, but okay, the lounges. So this isn't for everyone, and we almost did it, but like the airline lounges.
Mm-hmm. I've been in them. They're nice.
Depends.
That's true. I would assume it does depend. I've been in Delta Lounge at
Right, but this is different because
Okay.
your person at that time had a
membership. Or
Membership.
whatever. Yeah.
you can
To
get
the country
day
club.
you can get day passes to the lounges.
Yes.
Whoa.
$50, and we almost did it this last trip.
How long was your layover though?
Well, it was when we were in Phoenix. We weren't going far. We were going Tucson to Phoenix. We landed in Phoenix. It was supposed to be 2 hours, and it became 4. And then we were going to see Portland. And so we checked out I think it was United.
Okay.
I don't remember. $40, $50. You can look it up online, what your airline carrier is. If you have a long layover, check it out. You can get a day pass on many of them. That's $40 to $60. But go talk to the person. Walk in the sliding doors. Don't be afraid, because that's what Michael
it's
did.
intimidating, yeah.
He just walked in and he said, "What's it like?" And then he looked over and he was like, "No, it's not worth it," because there was we wanted a real cocktail at that time, and
Yeah.
it was like beer and wine, which is lovely.
Sure.
So for a lot of people that would be great, and there was a little buffet. But for us, it wasn't going to do the trick.
Right.
But that's a cool thing to know.
It is. And it's a nice thing to do, especially if you have a long layover.
It
Which
is.
hopefully we do not have.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, rolly bag. You guys got those?
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan outfits? If you were to plan outfits.
I always would like to plan outfits.
I don't, But if someone does, and I guess a tropical vacation, I definitely don't. I don't anyways. But if I were to, rolling some things can be good. So roll an outfit within itself. A shirt, a pant,
Oh, it's like everything
a bra.
all one.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I mean, I'm not that person because I don't plan that much.
Yeah, I'm for this trip especially. It's 90% bathing suits and cover-ups.
And on past,
But I like that idea.
On past trips, I used to bring a lot of stuff, and now I'm just trying to cut down every time I travel. Now it's just like pair of pants, some swim shorts, some shirts,
One pair of
whatever.
underpants.
I
bring
hope
less.
not.
Bring less than you think is on
Well,
here.
exactly, because I'm going to be wearing a bathing suit 90% of the time. So I
I've
don't
already
need
packed
12
more.
pairs of underwear.
Also, think about it. This goes hand in hand. Pack less than you think. Most trips. Give me a different, like Scotland.
Scotland was different.
I would feel
Going to a
like
massive
Italy.
wedding.
I might feel differently.
If you're just going with your partner or your friend, still pack less.
Yeah.
If there's like an event with planned events, then that's a different thing, I guess. But pack less than you think, because anything you
You
need,
can get there.
most trips.
Most trips. I don't know about Belize, but I also think
Belize,
I'm a
you can get everything you need.
huge overpacker. So I
No,
think
I'm talking like
pack
deep
less is-
China,
right.
deep India, Nepal. I
Deep
couldn't get
China.
everything I needed.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Belize, you can get everything you need.
Yeah.
You can probably get an Amazon package to the
Yes,
Airbnb.
you can.
That's true.
You can get anything.
Next day.
So also that means don't like anytime I get on a plane, most people say, "Oh shit,
What did I forget?
don't worry about it. You can get it."
Yeah, as long as you have your medications, you're good.
Well, yeah.
I don't have any, but as long as I have my wallet, my
That's so
passport, that's
shocking.
all I need.
I don't think that's so shocking that he's not on meds.
That was a dig at him.
Why? Like he needs to be?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, I'm on cigarettes and alcohol, but those are self-medicated. And
Right, those are
I can prescribe
Over
those
the
at
counter meds.
any place,
I've got a lot, so I'm going to try and pare it down.
Okay.
Okay, if you're renting a car and having to navigate, download an app that provides offline maps, but will still update. Maps Me is my favorite one.
Oh.
You can download whole countries or cities before you go and then use them as a navigation system, and they will track you even if you're not picking up Wi-Fi. You're offline, they will track you as you're driving.
What? Well, you need
Maps
that because
Me.
I was thinking about
Maps
that.
Me. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, because you guys did Costa Rica.
That's an app.
We did Italy, we did France, we
I
did
know,
Spain.
but what I'm
It's
thinking about is, Belize, we're going to be traveling all over the place. It's very self-explanatory, in my opinion, but I don't know.
Maybe it is.
I was
I don't
thinking about
think
just
it will.
ordering an old map.
Well, that's cool
Yeah.
too.
No,
Do that.
I'd rather have it on my phone.
That's cool. But no, I like real maps. Also,
Here it is.
Maps,
Maps
Me.
Me.
Download the cities and country.
5 stars.
Yes, it's
Obviously,
amazing.
it's great. So Maps Me, let's move on.
Okay.
That's actually the
That's
most
a
important
huge
one.
tip.
That's
Yeah.
a great tip.
Adapters. You guys must know that if you need
Yeah,
one or
different
not.
countries.
Okay.
Like in
We
Scotland,
didn't even look into that though.
it's like 240 volt or it's something weird. It's like 260 volt or something over there. You gotta your phone's all hot and shit.
Yep.
They run on high voltage in Europe.
We talked about this. Check your expiry date of your passport.
Done
Many
and done.
countries need 6 months validation. Okay.
You know what the sad part is? Since we went to Scotland, like my last big
I
vacation,
know you haven't gone.
now my passport is expiring the end of 2024. So I'm
And you-
good.
Yeah, and then you're
It's
going to have to
still
get a
all
fresh
brand
page.
new.
I
It's
know.
all brand
When
new.
I got married, I had so many stamps and I had to get a new one. Okay. This is what I say. If you have a short layover, which you guys have medium. So if you have a
2 to
short
3
layover,
hours.
view a map of the airport terminals because you're like, especially if you're going international, you're going to have to go from here to here. Maybe you're going to have to take a tram. If you have a long layover, what do you think you look at?
The shops and restaurants.
That's right.
And I already looked at the Dallas shops because I have a gift certificate to the shop that I can't pronounce the name of. L'Occitane. And there's one at the Dallas airport.
What's interesting is there's also some here in Tucson.
I know, but I just...
You're also going to pay more there at the
Yeah,
airport.
what was that for Christmas or your
my
birthday?
birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna pay a Judy fee over there.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I guess most of these are. My last two is get off your phone. Stop. Yes, take pictures, but stop it. I'm on the low end of that spectrum. I take almost no photo. We take almost no photos.
Yeah.
But get off your phone. And if you want to remember something, bring a small notebook. Write it down each morning. You wake up earlier than him.
Yep.
I like that time.
Not on vacation.
Well, we'll see.
We'll
We've
find
never
out because
been on.
I've been on and I woke up far earlier.
Yeah, you wake up like real weird early.
So do I.
Weirdos.
Yeah, that's fine.
I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and was reading.
I relish that time.
Yeah. I have
It's
a
also
notebook
alone
packed,
time.
which is going to be important.
Well, that's up to you guys.
I like that. Yeah. You being on your phone is probably not a problem. I need to find a nice balance.
And I don't mean like don't text your friends and family. I mean more like, yes, of course, pictures. This is for me, not
Sure.
everyone. But like, get off your phone, stop videoing everything.
Right.
I want to say that to everyone because you all look like tourists. I'm a tourist too.
Sure.
My biggest problem is I don't video. And I'm like, it was the most great.
Right,
Because
but
I
that's
want to see
okay.
it through my eyes. I don't want to
Right.
see it through
That's
a screen,
okay because how
otherwise
much are
you're
you going to
watching.
watch? You're going to show me or Michael,
Yeah.
and that'll
Snap
be
a-
lovely.
I'll snap a couple pics. That's
Right,
what's
but
gonna happen.
otherwise, take it in, relish in it. And the last one, I just looked at it and now I forget. Oh, getting lost. Like, of course, you want to know where you're going, but it's okay to be lost as long as you're aware. Like, that's something that's
Kind of
that's
fun.
more when I'm maybe
Adventure-y.
alone. But yeah, I like to get lost.
I like that one.
Well, always remember where the sun rises and sets. You can always find your way from there. Figure out where north, south, east, and
Well,
west.
also
are
she has
at,
a
and then-
compass on her phone, which might be
Well, it depends.
Use
You
your
have to
phone for that.
wait,
Yes, but
please.
she's just saying it's okay to like not know where we are at all times. And, like sometimes
Right.
be like just like, oh, this is an adventure. I'm not sure exactly where we
arrive
are, but
upon something.
yeah, exactly. Like we don't have to have everything planned
But
out.
you guys already knew. Everyone already knows that.
yeah,
But
but it's not just for us; it's for everyone listening. I like these. Those are really well thought out travel tips.
I have more, but I feel like those are the good ones.
Let's move on.
Well, I wanted to share a few, just two. You already heard these because I told you, but Jenna and our listeners haven't. So I really appreciated Zeka. He gave me a list of 6, and 90% of them are cocktails. Lots of cocktails, which I love. His first tip is cocktails. Lots and lots of cocktails. Arrive early because worst case scenario, you have time for extra cocktails, which I enjoy.
Do you have extra wallet money?
Yeah.
Carry on. Don't lose your wallet.
Can I talk a little bit more about cocktails real quick?
Also, don't lose your wallet. That's a tip for regular life.
That's true.
One time, it was actually when me and Fred were going out to San Francisco. And she was like, do you want the large beer? And he's like, the large beer? He's like, no, I'll take the small beer. And she's like, why? He's all, that way I can have 2.
Because
Because there are more cocktails. Because it's like slightly more, you know?
Jeez.
I was going to say because they only allow maybe on a short flight like that.
No, it was like we were waiting to get on our flight.
Oh.
Like
oh.
we got there, Fred gets there like really, really early because I was like, we had the same flight. We got there like 3 hours early in like Phoenix. I'm like,
But guess what?
Jesus.
Fred picked up the tab.
Oh, of course he did. And so we had, and you know, at an airport where you're in there and every time they serve you a drink or anything, they bring
They
you
give
the
the tab.
because you're going to catch a flight.
Yeah.
So we had like 19 receipts and we had like 7 martinis. Like we got on the flight.
It was over $150.
It was
I
a lot
bet.
of money.
Yes.
And then on the flight, Fred was Fred, and he was like, "Hey, like tip."
He's feeling fine.
He tipped really well. So we had drinks the whole flight. It's not even that long of a flight, but we were fucking blasted when we got there. And then when Chris Bentley, like, he picked us up, he was like,
He's all, get back on the plane.
he picked us up in a dope ass old night, like it was like a 60s GTO. It was fucking sick, but we were wasted.
And then he just zoomed you up to Nob Hill.
Yep.
Wow.
And then we proceeded to drink more. and
Right.
more.
That's what I was going to say.
Cocktails.
Cocktail.
Thanks, Zeka.
Okay. Well, yeah. You and Zeka would have a great time if you were.
Well, I
traveling
would
together.
say, I don't know about beer, but like when you order a cocktail, I say this at any bar, don't get a double because it's double juice or mixer.
No,
That's
you
true.
have to order this.
Double
I want a
vodka,
double in a
same amount of
small
mixer.
glass.
Yeah, same amount of mixer. Right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Or which, like, sometimes I do. No, I'll just take the vodka with ice in a tiny glass. No extras.
He said, just don't stress. In 2021, he took 56 domestic flights and 1 overseas. In 2022, he took 39 domestic flights. He said, I also absolutely hate flying, but everyone seems so stressed out at the airport and it's really bad vibes. So just try to stay calm.
Is he like a spy or something? That's a lot of flights.
He's not a spy. He's a...
Well, you don't know.
Maybe he is, yeah. He talked about TSA pre-check, which we don't have.
Wait, can I speak?
Sure.
You're going on too quick.
Sorry.
But don't stress. I get that. If I'm traveling, I don't know if Zayko was traveling for work.
I believe so.
And I'm not saying that's not stressful. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But if I'm traveling for leisure, that's the airport, and making flights or having flights be on time to me is more important than if I was going to work.
Well, yeah, because you want every moment of leisure time you
Right.
can have. If your work flight gets delayed and you don't get to work on time, like, oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Oh, my flight got delayed.
Right,
so I
because
didn't
that's
have to
out
work,
of
you know?
anyone's control.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And then he said the best advice is just relax and drink just enough cocktails that they don't deny you boarding for being overly intoxicated.
That's never happened to me. Has that happened to you?
Never. And I've been fucking wasted getting on the plane.
I've been tipsy.
I have never been wasted getting on a plane.
You've been tipsy on a plane.
Oh, I have been tipsy on a plane, but I've never been drunk
when
getting
we
onto
came
a
back
plane.
from Scotland,
Yes,
I took
Mark.
like an
I know, but
Ambien
they
or something.
couldn't kick you off. We were in
Oh yeah,
flight.
I was in air.
We were
then,
in air.
And then Mike showed up with that whiskey, and I was all
Right.
like,
He was antagonizing.
my fellow passengers that were sitting next to me like, don't give it to him. And I was like, give me those drugs.
Oh my gosh. He was bad.
I was a mess.
He
It was like a
was.
14-hour flight. I got completely wasted. I'm like, I'm going to sleep through anything. It was like 3 hours, and I like woke up.
He was
It
bad.
was terrible.
I mean, you didn't do anything bad.
Yeah, I didn't fight anybody or
No,
anything
you
like
didn't.
that.
You stayed in your seat or up a little bit, but like
You were wasted.
everyone knew, which is totally fine.
I was like, I don't know these people. It's fine. I was pretty reasonable.
He wasn't rude or
Well, that's good, I guess.
whatever. Just don't take. You guys have short flights.
Yeah,
by the
it'll
way.
be fine. I would never get on like a 14-hour flight with you for our first time ever traveling together. It'd be a nightmare.
Oh,
Whoa.
you should have picked a 14-hour flight.
I know. I'm all, let's see how stressful this can get.
Zayka's last tip is if you find a place that has it, cochinita pibil is something you have to try. It's an amazing pork dish.
Oh, this is about Belize Pacific.
Yeah, or Central America, I think.
Say it again.
Cochinita pibil, Pibil. So it's a great pork dish, so we have to remember that.
Yum.
You don't eat pork.
I don't
I
like
do.
to. Yeah, that's right. And Jane actually gave us Belize tips specifically. She also said like no physical books, just load it onto your e-reader, carry your meds and charging cords in your carry-on. She said a fanny pack is great for having your passport and any other documents quickly at hand, even if it's unfashionable. And actually it's quite fashionable these days. And this is really funny based on what you guys just said. Don't drink alcohol on the flight. No matter how tempted, drink water and only water.
Well, I didn't say that.
No, but I'm saying based on what you guys were just talking about, it's funny that she said don't drink alcohol.
Well,
You have
so
to-
she should probably say don't drink alcohol prior to the flight because
Yeah.
we got to the airport early, I think.
I'm not ever this concerned, but if I
Right.
was that concerned, like your passport, you know where I carry it? In my front pocket. Because you really have to, you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, touching my dick or something. Like, that's how you'd have to steal it, you know?
Well, also,
That's
I think
the only thing I care about is
Well,
my
I don't-
passport when I'm traveling internationally. Because
Well,
that's the only thing I need to get
the
back on.
only time you have to think about it, really, in my mind, and everyone's different, is in the airport. And in the airport, sure, people could steal it, but I don't think that's the biggest concern. It's
Right.
being prompt and with it when you get up to the security.
Right.
When they're going to say,
Oh, I
"Hi."
always have my shit, like my passport or my,
Yeah.
you know, if it's nationally, you know, my license, all my shit, like right there. You know, people get up there and they're like, oh, where's
Right.
my license? It's like, it's in
When
your
you're
wallet,
waiting
in
in
your back
line,
pocket.
get ready. Michael always carries the passports and the travel documents in his purse.
Merce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a satchel.
it is.
Me and my ex went
Indiana
on a
Jones
cruise
had a satchel.
like many years ago, and we stopped in the Bahamas, and you had to have your passport to get back on the ship because we were in the Bahamas.
Oh, so you have to carry it every time.
And he lost his passport.
Jesus.
Did he actually lose it though, or
Yeah.
he couldn't? Where was it?
I don't know. He didn't find it.
It's somewhere in
So
the
what happened? He had to go to
pajamas.
the
He
embassy.
had to like call somebody and something. And
Oh, I know
really
someone
don't
else who
remember.
lost their passport.
Who? Oh,
Someone.
Someone.
Jane also said, if you don't know, I don't know where you're going, but Belize City is super sketchy and the accommodations were not very nice. She said they just did take a nice tour in the jungle. And she said it used to be British Honduras. So at least English is widely spoken. And when we were there, we used the US dollar as currency. It was a colonial possession of Great Britain to exploit the natural resources. And Belize got independence in the 1960s or 70s, which is the holiday that will be celebrated while we're there. It's the biggest holiday in the country that happens on November
Belize
19th.
Independence Day?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're going to go fucking nuts over there.
That happens on the 19th, and it's like a week-long celebration, apparently.
I
So what
actually
did-
ordered a Belize flag from Amazon, so I have it. So I'm going to like drape myself in it and like run down the street.
I thought he was gonna say a Belize Speedo.
Well, I have that as well, you know. Very festive. Very festive.
What did she say earlier? They speak English.
Mm-hmm. And
She said use the
U.S. dollar as currency because they do, I guess, frequently use the U.S.
yes, they
dollar.
do. From what I've seen and what I've read.
Yeah. That's it. Those are all of the travel tips that I've gotten, and we'll have to do a recap when we get back of like what ones were very useful.
I shouldn't have brought my gun.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
Clearly.
Did I tell you guys this is another one when I went into, I think it was Salt Lake City or somewhere like that. I went in the airport and there was like a little stand that says you can't bring this on the plane. It was like a grenade, a pistol, a knife. I'm like, it's very visual.
Oh yeah, I have heard that. You have said that. I have heard that.
It also will say that when you guys go there in 2 days.
And no
Yeah.
nunchucks. Or
Nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
Don't miss what happens next in today's episode. We'll be right back after a short message from our sponsors.
All right, we are moving into our Thanksgiving portion of this episode. We will be missing Thanksgiving this year, which
Well, we're not. Well, I guess we're missing it.
we're missing it with our loved ones. Which
I
I am
thought that was the purpose of part of this initiation of this trip.
I will say I don't mind missing Thanksgiving because it's not my most favorite holiday, but I do always have a really lovely time at Jenna's house for Thanksgiving. The 2 times that I've been now. So before we say what we're so grateful for, we're going to do some trivia. Are you ready?
Yes.
What year was the first Thanksgiving celebration held by the Pilgrims and Native Americans?
Mark, take it away.
1492.
That's when Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
I want to say, now I feel scared. Okay, I want to say 1880 something.
You guys were both like Mark
Super
was,
wrong.
Yeah.
1645.
1621.
Wow.
1621.
Jesus, Mark.
Yeah.
What's wrong with us?
I don't know.
Which U.S. president proclaimed that Thanksgiving was a national holiday in 1863?
Oh, shit. I should know this. 18.
Okay,
I'll give you
Abraham Lincoln?
Yes. Very good.
I know. I really like Lincoln.
That was excellent. I would not have known that. Really good.
What
know
was
what
he
is-
shot? 64?
By John Wilkes Booth.
That's correct.
At which theater? It's after a car.
Ford.
That's right.
And his wife's name was?
Mary.
That's right.
I've never
Back
even
then,
seen the movie.
all their wives were married.
The movie?
Yeah, Lincoln with.
Okay, well, I'm just talking about history, not the movie. I've never seen the movie either.
Really? Lincoln?
I haven't seen it either.
I've never seen
With
the
Daniel
movie.
Day-Lewis,
Also,
I heard
he
it's
was a
real good.
real.
Yeah.
I have too. I
Yes.
have too.
Yes.
He's also a real human that lived.
That's true.
Go on. So let's recap.
Okay, so we will recap. Abraham Lincoln proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday in 1863. His wife's name was Mary. He was shot at the Ford Theater by John Wilkes Booth.
The first one you said, though. The
And-
actual one you asked.
that
When
what
was-
president proclaimed it a national holiday.
Shit. Okay. Yay.
I feel like everyone should know this one. What was the ship that carried the pilgrims to the New World in 1620?
The Mayflower.
Thank you.
It was the pumpkin seed. We all know that.
Well, some people might have said the Pinta. You know, the Mayflower and the Pinta and the Santa Maria.
Yeah.
Mark's looking at me like
it was
this.
it was a bunch of ships, you know. They all
Yeah, I
had-
taught that actually. The
Yeah,
Mayflower,
see, she
the-
has an unfair advantage. She was a teacher.
in fourth grade. That was pilgrims, Native Americans.
We haven't been in fourth grade since we were in fourth grade, which Mark was a long time
that
before
was
me.
a long time ago.
But
for me.
she was a fourth grade teacher semi-recently.
Yeah.
I loved
like I don't know
teaching.
how to make a hand turkey now, but I'm sure you're really up
Well,
to
it's
date
not
on
that
that.
hard. You just do it.
That's like kindergarten.
Oh,
Fourth grade,
I'd
you
like
know
to
what we
do that.
did for Native Americans? I assigned each group a different Native American tribe. I had to teach 6 different Native American tribes.
Like what, the Cherokees and the...
Navajo.
The Seminole and the Navajo and the Pueblo and the Hopi and the
Obviously, you weren't working Pasco Yaqui because you
Yeah,
were in
that's
the
true.
Southwest.
Plains Indian. I can't remember now. Anyways,
Anyways, let's... Okay, go
Let's
on.
move on.
I put them into 6 groups, each class into 6 groups, and I assigned them a different tribe, and they made a diorama.
Well, that's...
It was so fun. We
I
went
love a
outside and like
diorama.
collected grass and rocks and stuff, and they made a whole diorama. Do you know what that is? You're looking at me like you don't.
I just don't want to care.
Wow, that's rude. Fine.
I'm joking.
Do you have a shoebox? I'm going to make a diorama tonight.
Oh my God, it's
I'm gonna
so
make a
fun.
diorama while you guys are gone of Belize and weird stuff. I'm just gonna leave it in your fireplace.
Belize in space.
Yes,
So great.
Belize in
I
space.
Love a diorama.
Who
Okay.
doesn't?
Ugh,
Well, Mark.
clearly. Which NFL team is known for hosting a Thanksgiving Day game every year?
Okay, can you give us a few options, or is that like
Sure, I'll give you states where the teams are from.
okay? So ask the question one more time.
The NFL team that is known, and there's 2.
Is it the Turkey Bowl?
for hosting a Thanksgiving Day game every year. And I'll give you several states to choose from.
Kansas City, Missouri.
No.
Oh shit.
Illinois, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Arizona.
Illinois.
Arizona.
Incorrect.
I guess we know what the answer is.
It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
Are known.
why?
No clue.
Oh,
How long was the first Thanksgiving celebration? How many days?
3.
Yes. Was that a guess or did you know that?
I semi knew it somewhere and a guess.
Okay, good job. What meats were served at the first Thanksgiving celebration?
Turkey.
It was not turkey.
Shit.
Grouse.
Well,
Grou-
I'm going to
what's
tell you
grouse?
there's 1, 2, 3.
It's
4.
like a turkey kind of
Quail.
No.
4.
4 meats.
Ham.
No.
Wow, I am out of meats.
Well, or poultry.
Chicken.
No.
Goose.
Yes. That is 1.
Grouse wasn't one of them.
What's grouse?
It's a wild bird.
No.
Sounds like goose.
Pheasant.
No.
Ooh. Okay, so
2 of these more you can get. 1 of them you won't. I'll give you 1. Swan.
Oh, big birds.
Yeah. 2 more though you can get, and 1 is a bird and 1 is not.
is it a beef?
It is a wild.
Deer.
Yes.
Oh, okay, like a
Venison.
venison.
Venison. That's correct. Okay, last one is a bird that you have not named. You've named a lot of birds.
I said pheasant.
I said quail and
Chicken.
turkey.
Pigeon? No, I'm not gonna say that.
That's not bad.
I'm trying to think of another big bird. I can't.
We
It doesn't
all
have
are.
to be big.
Well, I mean, quail.
It could
I
be
said
small.
that.
said quail.
You know, listeners are like, it's a. They like know they're shouting at their phones right
Like
now.
a turkey.
No,
We already
Oh
said
my
that
god.
one.
it like lives in a pond.
Oh, a duck.
Thank you. Good
Jesus.
God.
Oh,
What
yeah, that's hard for me.
seafood was served at the first Thanksgiving? 4. Again, 4. Well, 3. We're going to say 3 because one of them's like ridiculous.
Are they all fish or are they crustaceans or
Shellfish, crustacean, and
Clams,
Water snake?
mollusks.
It's what you
Eel?
want to eat. Eel. How'd you know that?
Ew. You want to eat that?
No.
Shellfish was shrimp.
No.
No. Clams?
No.
Mussels,
No. It's an aphrodisiac, and this is not a shellfish.
oyster.
Yes. The shellfish is what you want to eat in Belize all the time, or it's a crustacean.
Lobster.
Yeah. Is that a lobster? Is that a crustacean or shellfish? Lobster.
I believe it's a shellfish.
Okay.
It
Who
could be both. I
who was
don't
the
know.
first president to pardon a turkey?
I have
Obama.
no fucking
He's
idea.
very handsome, and he rode in a car like this.
Kennedy?
JFK.
Yes. Do you know what pardoning a turkey is?
Yes, because they slaughter one each Thanksgiving around the White House. Yeah, it
Keep
makes
going.
them not die.
You pardon the White House turkey.
They don't die, right?
Yes.
I mean, they do eventually.
Oh,
It
of
began
death.
during the Civil War when Tad Lincoln asked his father to spare a turkey named Jack from being a holiday meal. President Abraham Lincoln obliged his son and pardoned that fortunate
See,
turkey.
I do love Abe.
Years later, in 1947, President Harry Truman pardoned the first national Thanksgiving turkey. And this president, well, I'm just going to give it to you, George H.W. Bush, made it a annual event, pardoning a turkey. Interesting.
That's interesting
that
on
one
so
turkey.
many levels.
So many. How many calories on average are consumed per person at one Thanksgiving dinner? This is shocking.
Are we talking traditional?
traditional
Like
Thanksgiving dinner?
turkey, potato.
4,500.
Yeah, I'd say something like that. Okay, wait, let me think. Don't make a face, any of you. I mean, I'm basically going to say
6,000 calories.
5,750.
As long as you don't go over, it's good.
4,500.
Okay, you
I was
were
exactly
close.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said
yeah,
4,500
okay.
calories.
Well, there you go.
That's crazy.
Good one. Mark
Great.
doesn't consume that in 2 days.
I know. That's true. And if you do,
You
well,
don't know how many
I'm not
calories
gonna
I
say.
consume.
I've just
gross.
met you.
how,
Or I haven't just met you. That's what I meant.
Makes sense.
I've known you. How much did the world's most expensive Thanksgiving dinner on record cost?
Can you give us a few more insights? Like what
It was
year?
It was at New York City's Old Homestead Steakhouse.
In what year?
Um,
That's
She
important
doesn't
because
know.
money changes.
Yeah.
So the
It was
most
like
expensive in New
It
York.
was in the 1800s. I'm all
Right.
$150, so it's crazy.
Right. New York City Homestead. Is that like a? It
It's
doesn't
just
matter.
a restaurant.
oh, it's offered every year.
Okay, but what year are you asking about?
It's the same price since 2018, let's say.
Oh,
To
okay.
now.
Well, that matters. Okay, ask it one more time. 2018.
So the world's most expensive Thanksgiving dinner is offered at New York City's Old Homestead Steakhouse. Let's say from 2018, it may be earlier than that, but from 2018 till now.
It's all
How
the
much
same
does it
price.
cost? It's the same
Right.
price every year.
Okay.
Like per person, though?
Yes, I imagine.
Fine.
5,000.
$482.
Wow, we're very different ends of the spectrum.
$150,000.
Wow.
Wow, we're way end of the spectrum.
I mean, was it turkey from space or something? This is
is
ridiculous.
it plated with gold leaves?
Yeah.
I bet it might be.
Okay, so
Truffles in the potatoes.
it's a little bit deceiving because it says, I'm going to read a little bit from this
Oh,
article.
it's not per person.
on CNBC. No, it's not. So, Old Homestead Steakhouse in Manhattan serves the most expensive Thanksgiving dinner, and this is a more recent article. So now, as of now, it's $181,000. So what do you get for that? You get the world's most luxurious
Luxurious.
wow,
You said it kind of wrong too.
Yeah, I did.
the
but-
world's most
Luxurious.
why can't I-
Luxurious.
Luxurious.
Old Homestead.
I have a
What?
stroke.
Luxurious.
Old Homestead Steakhouse.
Thank you.
Luxurious.
Luxurious. Luxurious.
Luxurious.
All right, we're going to move on from this now.
Wow. No, now I'm interested.
So it's a very fancy dinner.
No,
We're moving on.
there's way more. Luxurious.
It's
Fine.
still wrong. That's fine.
What's wrong with me?
Go on.
You not only get the most extravagant food, but you also get a bunch of goodies from new iPhones to a cruise to Super Bowl tickets served with your dinner.
Yeah, that's
Well, but that
bullshit.
sounds
The
like
edible
a
part of the package is a dinner for 12. It includes turkey, two 20-pound free-range turkeys that cost $6,000. Each turkey is covered in $2,000 worth of edible gold flakes, and they are seasoned with imported saffron and other spices from the Middle East that cost $4,000. The gravy is infused with a $3,600 bottle of Louis the Eighth cognac. I don't know.
Did you read those Roman numerals correctly?
It's an X and 3 I's, so
Oh,
that's
yeah,
8.
yeah.
Other ingredients include $50 per pound Alaskan king crab, $20
Yum.
per pound Maine lobsters, $12 per pound Otero tuna, and $1,800 per pound golden caviar from the Caspian Sea.
It's not really Thanksgiving.
There's also candied sweet potatoes.
Oh, I'd go.
That are made with cinnamon imported from Sri Lanka,
No, thank
bacon
you.
from pigs raised in Spain that cost $1,200 per pound, and white cheddar imported from the UK. The butternut squash is made with spices from India, caramelized onions imported from Egypt.
I wonder if eating the gold flakes is like tinfoil. It's all crunch, crunch. Like I would never want it. Like I don't care how much money I have. Well,
Well,
can
you
keep the
take
gold?
it. Also, Mark,
yeah,
if
I'd
someone
probably eat it.
invited you, you wouldn't say a
Oh, I'd
word.
eat every
Yes.
one of
And
it.
chunks of beef bacon from $480 per pound Japanese prize Wagyu.
Oh, they massage those motherfuckers
Wagyu.
hard. You know, they
Wagyu.
feed them, at least the cows, the
Beer
Wagyu
and
beef.
massage 'em.
Beer
Yeah.
and massage. Beer and massage.
Delicioso.
They're living their best lives. I'll eat them.
White asparagus with a vinaigrette infused with 23-year-old
Truffles.
reserve Pappy Van Winkle bourbon, which
Oh.
costs $4,000 a bottle, and mixed berries with an orange Sabayon sauce infused with Grand Marnier that costs $1,800 per
Who's
bottle.
eating this? Who's going there?
I don't know, but I like the cranberry sauce, like from a can from Ocean Spray.
I know, me too.
Love it.
I
That's
do
my
too.
favorite.
I'm open to that.
Remember when we were in Scotland, that Scotch tasting, and it was the darkest one, and it was pretty fucking rough, and it was one of the last bottles. It was like $300 a shot. It was left there. Me and another bro he's all, no one's drinking them all. Let's slam them. This is the best shit we've ever had.
Mark was a delight over there in
I
Scotland.
can only imagine.
I drank so
That's-
much scotch when we were coming back on the bus. I pissed like maple syrup.
Yes, I know.
Ew.
I thought I was gonna
It's
die.
interesting though. You said it's $5,000 a person, let's say, for 12 people.
No, I didn't say how much per person.
No, she said it's
I guessed
$185,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what this math
That's
came
not
from.
good math.
Okay.
So here's the
understand.
closer. The most expensive part of the experience isn't even edible. The dinner package includes a 7-day, $50,000 Sea Dream Yacht Club cruise for two, an $8,000 bottle of Cristal champagne, a $20,000 Black Friday shopping spree, his and her iPhones, 4 tickets to the Super Bowl in Miami, which is different every year, obviously, which costs $30,000, and 2 tickets to NBC's The Voice. Weird.
How much does
The
this
Voice?
package cost?
What is the voice cut? I'm not-
$150,000 to $180,000.
I mean, it seems like if you really enjoy food and the Super Bowl, I
and,
don't.
yeah, and cruises.
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
trying to
don't
be
know.
a
I'm not doing
dick,
it.
but I think the
Odd.
tickets to The Voice are what, $20?
I
Also,
have no idea. I've never seen The Voice.
I thought it was also like a, it just seems like a thing that you just like sign up for and you get tickets for, and it's pretty
right,
cheap.
like the Ellen show.
Yeah, or like Saturday Night Live.
I mean, I
or-
like
don't know.
Ellen.
I don't think that Saturday Night Live you just like can get tickets for. I think you have
Well,
to pay
like
for them.
you know, you think like the nightly show or whatever with like
Jay
I'm-
Leno. Well,
Jay-
not anymore.
yeah,
You know
You
who's
guys living
taking
in
it
the
over now?
past?
A woman is taking over for. God, I'm not going to go there because I can't remember. How many
move on.
turkeys are prepared for Thanksgiving in America each year, approximately?
I don't really want to know, but I guess
Whoa.
I'll know because
Let me
I'm
try
on
to think about
this.
the That's a hard thing to say. 100 million.
I
Too
think-
high.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
400,000.
46 million.
wow. Well, that's a lot of turkeys.
It's disgusting. I hate it.
Well, thank God she won't be around turkey, just a dead pig or two.
How many pumpkin pies are consumed every Thanksgiving in America?
Oh, well, you said what? 45,000. What did you
46
say?
Yeah.
million turkeys.
46 million turkeys. How many pumpkin pies?
So 90 million pies.
Yep, I would say that. I agree.
50 million.
Oh, interesting.
Jesus,
I think 2 pies to every turkey.
I eat 2 pies every week.
I would rather eat 5 pies instead of turkey.
Right, but
How much does an average Thanksgiving turkey weigh?
20
6 pounds.
6 and 20?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Shit.
What state consumes the most turkey every Thanksgiving?
Well, what's the biggest state?
Texas.
The biggest population state, Texas.
Well, also you have California. It's a huge population, but they're not eating as much turkey as you think they are.
Texas.
Texas, we're agreed.
California.
Shit.
Son of a bitch.
I would think they're eating a lot of tofurkey in California, you know?
Yeah, well, apparently they're eating. a
Well,
lot of
also
turkey.
you guys are thinking about, and I was too, the coastal places and the LAs.
Yeah,
and
you're
there
right.
are so many places in California that aren't.
Woo woo and green and
Right.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
There's just regulation.
Places.
turkeys.
2 more. What meat is the most popular alternative to turkey on Thanksgiving?
Chicken. Quail.
Wow, she just said a bunch of shit. You know.
She said 2. Do you have
I'm
one?
trying to think of one right now. Turkey, the alternate meat. It's ham.
Oh, yes, he's right.
It is. He is.
He is.
It's ham.
Because
Of
you
course I
can't
was
get
right.
a ham too close to Thanksgiving. They're sold out.
That's
Those
right.
honey baked hams.
That's right.
Yum.
Spiral cut.
Last one. Statistically, what is Americans' favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Sweet potatoes. I don't like them.
Mashed potatoes.
Are those your final answers?
Cranberry. Yeah, I think sweet potato, even though I dislike them.
Unless gravy's one of them, I'm going with mashed potatoes.
Green beans.
You gonna name every Thanksgiving?
Okay,
I'm
I
naming
say
mashed
sweet
potatoes.
potato.
Mashed potatoes.
So you're both going with potatoes.
Yes.
I can tell we're wrong, but
You
go
are.
on.
You are
With the
incorrect.
face. What is
Cranberry.
it?
Stuffing.
Ew.
Oh my god, I love it. It's my favorite thing too.
Really?
Ugh.
But doesn't it depend on what kind?
Yeah, stuffing. Like,
Stovetop.
Okay,
I
fine.
don't like. I've had so many. I make my own. I
Wait,
want
what about
stovetop
Felice's
stuff.
with the green olives in it?
It's pretty good, but I
Yum.
want stovetop.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
She makes basic better stovetop, which stovetop is like fast food, which is better. I get it.
Remember last year where I made
Yes.
my first like real turkey and I had
Good.
stovetop and everybody was like, so delicious. And
It
I was
is.
Like, Yo,
You did?
Stovetop.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
remember you making a turkey, but I
No,
just said
made
yes.
a small turkey. Remember?
oh, when we had Thanksgiving at your house.
Yeah.
With
it was like a
melon.
side.
Oh yeah, it was
Thanksgiving.
yummy
Yeah,
as
it
shit.
was really good.
But that was stovetop. So
I
delicious.
don't mind. Like, I'll have a few bites of stovetop or Felice's with the green olives. I'm into, but I absolutely
Oyster stuffing.
Oh.
Mom used to make that.
That
No.
sounds great to me. I don't know. I
That's
can't
weird
remember
that you
that.
I
say
love
that.
it
It's
stuffing if it's done right.
Ew, oh
I
my
can't
God,
have
that's-
stuffing that has like
Apricots.
raisins or apricots or craisins
Yeah,
or
no one likes
anything
that.
sweet in
Well,
it.
some
That
people don't.
grosses me out. I also do not like salad with strawberries or cranberries. I do not like sweet with
Is this
my
a
savory.
trivia or what you don't like?
Yeah, that's right. We're getting off track.
You know what the best part about Thanksgiving is?
Oh, that's great because I was going to ask that as we wrap this Thanksgiving special up.
Oh, okay. Well, then continue on.
No, that's why. No, go. That's what I'm saying. You're right on track. Keep going. What is the best part about Thanksgiving?
Is that you're able to put gravy on everything. I love gravy.
That's fair.
I am such. I make the spatch chicken with the gravy. I'm a
That is very
fucking
good.
gravy fan.
Yeah, that's right. I do like
Do you
that
make
gravy.
what kind of gravy?
Well, I like you use the drippings from the pan and then you just mix it up with some broth, and then you add flour to it and you mix it up and you mix it up and then you make a delicious gravy.
Okay,
I
you
love
season
gravy.
it and all
I
the
put
things.
it all over the turkey, the mashed potatoes. I don't
But
like.
you'll do that on any regular day. You're making
Yes.
spatch chicken.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
any excuse to make gravy.
She looked so cute before, but she doesn't anymore.
The turkey we're about to cook, by the way.
So,
What's the question?
I just want to say, do we have any like other things like Thanksgiving traditions that we love,
No.
or things we're very grateful for and thankful for?
I mean,
my life.
Jenna does a gratitude list every
I do.
day.
Almost every day. I'm not gonna say every day. Sometimes on the weekends I fall off. Today I wrote.
It's okay.
Like,
no one's
um,
tracking
She's
you.
not so grateful
Well,
anymore.
I know what's okay. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I just don't do it every day. Today I wrote. I really like small notebooks and different kinds of pens, and my animals are always on there.
Yeah,
Um,
those are good ones.
I wrote 4 today, but I can only remember 3. I always try to get to 3. Sometimes it's hard.
I believe it. I've heard it's a very good thing to do. I have not taken up that practice yet, but I would like to. I mean, I kind of don't like the question of like, what are you thankful for, honestly, because I feel like I will always say the same things.
Well, that's your answer of why you don't do it also.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I'm thankful that I bought a Toyota truck and it starts up every time.
there you go. That's a perfect one. That's wonderful. There is no perfect, but that's a good one.
I'm thankful that I rented this house. I really like it, and every day I wake up happy here.
Beautiful.
I really like
Fantastic.
washing my hands over the kitchen sink and seeing the cactus.
Oh, your little view with the palm tree and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, I enjoy it.
And the bird's nest and the cacti.
Yep,
And
love
the
it.
cacti.
Really enjoy it.
You know what I'm thankful for right in this moment? That cat pillow with the teeny feet under its side.
Yeah, it's really cute.
This thing's dope.
Looks like it looks like chocolate croissants.
You know what else I'm super thankful for?
Oh my god, we have to cut this.
Amazon Prime next day delivery
Oh, I appreciate that.
or 2-day delivery. I really like that. It's very useful.
It's very important.
And we're very,
Also, you pay for it, right?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And we're also very thankful for everybody listening to this Thanksgiving special. And
It's very
anyone who leaves
special.
us comments, even the rude ones. I like them because they're honest.
Rude ones.
If there's rude ones about me,
Send
let me
them
have
over.
'em. I have no problem with
Yeah,
it.
I bet there have been, and Margot just hasn't read them to you.
Well, I am just happy that people are even listening to us. I think that that's cool. And I hope that everyone has a very happy and safe holiday. This episode will be coming out the week of Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates, and to everyone who doesn't. We're still grateful for you.
Thanks for listening.
Ditto.
Okay.
We'll have traditional lobster for Thanksgiving.
No, you guys are going to have a hog stuffed with a...
Apple. Mouth.
oh, like
I
a
don't-
barbecue.
I don't really
Yum.
know. I just said that. You're not going to have a traditional, which is fine.
Yeah.
How about a lobster stuffed with a cranberry?
What about a
Ew.
lobster stuffed with a crab? Yum.
I don't think that's
Ooh,
possible
yum.
I've had lobsters.
with crab, but you can't stuff a lobster. They're like kind of like a. You know
Yes,
what I
you
mean?
can. Think about it.
You could shove something
No,
in
you
there.
can. You can't stuff like it's just like
You
a
can
shrimp.
you can open up a lobster.
No, it's like shrimp is like wrapped. Like
right.
oh,
But think about
I've had stuffed shrimp. Oh shit!
there it is.
Oh boy, Jenna.
Yum.
Just say I'm wrong.
She opened up.
Say Jenna was right and I'm wrong.
It's fine. I know I am. I don't need him to
Jenna
say
was
that.
more accurate than my description of what
He's
I
all,
just
she's
said.
not wrong.
She's also not right.
Okay.
You better believe it. Bye, bitches.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Aloha. Death by Southwest is hosted by Jenna Schneider and Margot Carmichael.
Executive produced by Margot Carmichael.
Produced by Jenna Schneider.
Audio editing and sound design by Margot Carmichael.
Music by Soundstripe.
And a special thanks to Edward R. Murrow for letting us borrow his famous...